Warning, the following video may contain adult language and themes. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. If you have a problem with this, back out now. Let's get into it. Oh, lots to catch up on. David Price. David Price. What is David Price called in that right hand? It is a lethal weapon. Blah, 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 blah. He knocked out fucking fat-ass John McDermott. John McDermott. Oh, David Price. Knocks out Ondrej. And this fight is very interesting because David Price, I got to talk like David Price. I got knocked down by Ondrej Polo. And it was and I believe it was actually Ondrej Polo's forearm that knocked David Price down. Now, something about David Price is that he seems to be very uncoordinated and slow, and he doesn't have very good reflexes. You know, I knock on the Klitschkos, but that's one thing they do have. They're very coordinated, and they have somewhat good reflexes for someone that huge. I mean, we all know, Nikolai Valuev. I'm a 7-foot tall giant. I'm like... we all knew Nikolai Valuev, who was so fucking slow, so ponderous, so for such a big guy. But the Klitschkos are actually pretty fast on their feet, and they have very good foot speed for such big guys. I mean, maybe not, relative to other smaller heavyweights, but for such big guys, they have very good foot speed, very good reflexes, very good coordination. David Price doesn't seem to have that, in my opinion. He seems very awkward, very uncoordinated at times. He doesn't have very good foot speed. He doesn't move around very well. And here's another thing I'd like to point out. Deontay Wilder. I'd take Deontay Wilder if he were to fight David Price right now. Deontay Wilder can move around the ring. He does have good foot speed. He does have decent reflexes compared to David Price. He may not have as good a chin. He may have just as bad of a chin, but I think he has those advantages over David Price. But David Price came back and he stopped Ondrej Polo. And Ondrej Polo, it was fairly obvious, was swinging for David Price's ears. He's like, gotta press those buttons, gotta press those ears, man. Press those ears and knock David Price out, because Tony Thompson exposed David Price. He exposed the little buttons on David Price's ears that you just gotta press, And now for a non sequitur. Now as I'm over in England right now, and I think, let me try out something. This is my Goldman impression, because I saw on like Britain's Got Talent or some bullshit like that. They had this joke where like there was this kid who did all his talent was he could impersonate Goldman. Okay, here's my Goldman impression. My precious Goldman. The precious she could do it. The precious That's my Goldman impression. Sucks, doesn't it? Anyway, where was I? Completely non sequitur. Yeah, I know, whatever. I don't know, fuck. This is just random ramblings of a fucking madman on the internet. Something new right there. What else happened? Lots more happened. Maybe I should make more videos to cover the rest. But like Timothy Bradley lost to Manny Pacquiao. And I almost was tempted. Manny Pacquiao, yes, Timothy... Very much respect to my opponent. I am so passive-aggressive. And then he's got Manny Roche. Shouldn't do that. It's not fun to make fun of people with Parkinson's. But anyway, Manny Pacquiao is gonna, and we're gonna win. Yeah. No, dude. Michael J. Fox, motherfucker. Are you telling me that? You built a time machine? Marty, I built a time machine! But yeah, Manny Pacquiao beat Timothy Bradley, and I felt like I was going to make an update to that prediction. I felt the need to, almost, to say that I don't think Manny Pacquiao was going to lose the fight. Let me put it this way. The only way I thought Manny Pacquiao could win the fight was by decision. That was the only way. Because Manny Pacquiao hasn't gotten a knockout in such a long time. I almost felt the need. I got it wrong. I'll admit, I got it wrong. I chose Timothy Bradley by knockout because I thought Manny Pacquiao would become over-aggressive and wanting to prove something since the last fight he got robbed, and he wanted to make sure he wouldn't get robbed, so he'd go for the knockout, and he'd get knocked out himself. Because Manny Pacquiao hasn't gotten a knockout in forever. He hasn't. And, so I didn't see him knocking out Timothy Bradley. I almost at the last minute was going to make a revision and say that, the only way Manny Pacquiao would win would be by decision, and Timothy Bradley could win by decision or knockout. So, but I got it wrong. I chose not to make that revision. But anyway, yeah, good for Manny Pacquiao. He righted that wrong, and Dwyer's gonna be all like, oh no, man, no, Timothy Bradley, turn off the commentary. You gotta turn off the commentary. You gotta like plug your ears, and it should, you know. I don't know what Dwyer has to say now. I wonder what Dwyer said. You know, another thing. Okay, here's fuck it. Another non sequitur, because I want to try this out. I want to hear my own voice. Here's my Nicolas Cage impression. I'm Nicolas Cage, you know. A B C D E F G. I'm a vampire. You know, we could go out and get some lunch, you know, because I just want to eat your face. Nicolas Cage. Why isn't Nicolas Cage in the Expendables yet? You know, Nicolas Cage. And I also think that another non sequitur. Oh man, this fucking impression probably really sucks. But Al Pacino. You know, he's got a great ass. Oh fuck. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Oh yeah, no, I got another one right. Manuel Charr versus Kevin Johnson. Manuel Charr won, actually. I believe I said Manuel Charr by decision, because Kevin Johnson has been looking like such like shit lately, but I don't think, you know, Charr would win by knockout, because, you know, Kevin Johnson seems to have a pretty good chin on him. What else happened? I don't really know what else happened. I know there's some other fights. I'll have to look them up that I forgot about. But a lot happened last night. A lot happened. Maybe I'll make some more videos for that. But yeah, just as an update video. Good for David Price. Climbing back up that mountain. I don't know how far he can go, because he's just so uncoordinated and so slow on his feet. And, you know, I still think he has a shot against Klitschko. You know, let's clear something up. Vladimir Klitschko does not have as bad a chin as everybody makes it out to be. Of the 3 losses, I only think he was truly beaten once, truly outboxed and truly knocked out. The one with Ross Purity, he just wasn't in good condition. If he had better conditioning, you know, it was early in his career. He wasn't well developed, very early in his career, and he just didn't have good conditioning. That was the problem. He didn't really get, you know, outboxed or knocked out. That was the problem. And Lehman Brewster, almost the same situation. Corey Sanders is pretty much the only situation where he was really outboxed and really knocked out. And even then, it took Corey Sanders a hell of a lot of knockdowns to knock him out of there. And even then, Vladimir Klitschko kept getting back up. So his chin isn't that bad. I think it's probably about average. Come on, are you telling me that if you got hit like that by Corey Sanders that you wouldn't go down too? So I think that's the only one legitimate defeat. So to compare David Price to Vladimir Klitschko is just ridiculous, because Vladimir Klitschko, I rag on him a lot, but his chin is kind of really underrated. Like, people really rag on it a lot, and they're like, oh, if you just get past the Klitschko jab and just, you know, crack, it's virgin territory, and, you know, just knock him out. They make it seem like anybody could do it. Any, like, little, like, dumbass who gets past his jab could just go nuts on his chin. No, dude, his chin's not that bad. I mean, I don't know. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. I still want to see him knock the fuck out. I still want to see him exposed and want to see him get the fuck out of there and, like, throw it in a trash can, but let's be real, people. His chin ain't that bad, okay? On another side note, I just watched Assassins with Rocky Balboa. Apollo, yeah. It ain't over till it's over. You know, I just saw Assassins, and with Antonio Banderas, who's in the new Expendables, by the way. It's Antonio Banderas, yeah. Ole. Yeah, you know, ole. Drum. Anyway, but that movie, man, I'll sum it up with Julianne Moore. I'll sum it up in one sentence. First half is actually pretty kick-ass. Second half is complete trash and garbage. I mean, oh my god, dude. I can't believe that movie. Like, when they go to Bolivia or wherever the fuck they go, it just goes completely downhill. Like, oh my god. Like, the first half, though, was really fucking awesome, though. I really liked the first half. Watch it, check it out if you're a Stallone fan. But, like, turn it off at the 1 hour mark or whatever. Anyway, take it easy, boxing fans. See ya.